Greetings and welcome into Onk Plays. Thanks for joining me again today here as we begin episode 21 of our Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster playthrough in our Reliving the Legend series. We're outside of the town of Onrac, where we used our airship to land relatively nearby, and picked up a few different breadcrumbs to a couple of different things. One of them was the waterfall cave. We made it to the waterfall cave at the end of last episode. I managed to make it back to town with a warp cube. I'm not quite sure what that is supposed to be for, but I'm glad we obtained it. And we've got two other things. We've got this thing called the Trials, and then a caravan that's supposed to be in the northern part of the desert. So I think what we're going to do for this episode is we're at least going to start by looking up this caravan to see. There's a townsfolk person. That townspoke, that person is referencing that caravan. I think her father or something like that is there. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and head on over there. And I think we're gonna try and get back to the airship. We'll cut through a worm before we get there. We'll get back to the airship, and then we are just going to poke around the desert that's up here to the north. This big desert. And, yeah, we'll just set right down here. No? I do not like this airship. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it. Because we can't land in the desert. So maybe I can only land. Oh, come on, you guys. Okay, we can land there. All right. Okay, and there is a caravan out here. Interesting. Okay. So the young lady who's a townsfolk has this caravan. And, okay, so the desert, okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're supposed to go inside the tent. And there's a trader here. A bottled ferry for 40,000. I'm tempted just to buy it out of spite. That was probably a bad decision. Okay, so we've got some drinks and tonics and whatnot. Now that we bought the ferry. Okay, well, thanks, Mr. Trader, I guess. Let's take a look and see what this thing does. It's not in the key item, or it is in the key items. Okay, so we had to buy it. A bottle containing a fairy. All right. A warp cube, a bottled fairy. What is next? I guess the trials? Molester tiger and some saber-tooths. I don't think we've seen the saber-tooths before, but we can certainly handle the other ones. Quite a few hit points. And I might just run back to Onrac real quick, and we'll just run back there real quick because I want to check. I want to check on one thing. If there's any more information about the trials. Because that seemed promising. That seems like something we need to do. but, you know, it's a dragon version, so I don't really know what that means. Like, is it only for dragons? Is it something we gotta help the dragon with? Your guess is as good as mine. So that guy was down in the south, wasn't he? Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, so what did this guy say specifically? You have the look of a warrior about you. I'm a warrior myself on a pilgrimage to the Citadel of Trials to earn the recognition of the Dragon King. Okay. I must return with a troken, proving my strength and courage. Okay, so there is a Citadel of Trials somewhere. I wonder if it was that big castle that we saw. Like, we're kind of flying around on the other continent. Maybe that's where we need to go. Because we did the caravan, and we did the 2 more Remoraz. And we found the warp cube. And we're no closer to getting to that shrine in Onrac than we were when we started, it seems. Let's dive back in this thing. Alright. So, we do have some caves that we can do some spelunking in here. All throughout that island chain. Can't land there. Let's make it so you can't land anywhere, you know? Gosh. Really? Like, there's no place to land this thing, you guys. Not even there. Alright. Nope. Alright. This is a place where we could land. But then, how do we get there? All the way around. Through the desert. Over a lake. Yeah, okay. Is that the only place to land? Sure seems like it. We can certainly land here. And we can't land anywhere in here, because the shadow is red. You know what? We're already over here. We may as well hit every one of these towns. Gosh. Man, as soon as you think you've found a spot to land, they've done a very clever job of making it very challenging to pick a landing spot. We can land here, and then hoof it down there. I was trying to see if we can get any closer. No. Alright, so this might be a fool's errand. But we're gonna go find this town. A bunch of winter wolves out here. We are in the north, I suppose. There's an ice storm, as expected. They don't really do that much damage, and the ice storm is regrettable, but not horrible. It's gonna be a long walk. Hopefully this town is open. Ambushed. As long as they're doing single bites like that, I suppose it's okay. Daewoo can kill one with a single hit. What about Flo? Nope. Here's an Ice Storm. Fritz really takes the brunt of that too, interestingly enough. It's almost... I'm almost wondering if I should put the ribbon on him. Lufania. I feel like this place has been mentioned before. Lupagami Do? Oh boy, we don't speak the language here, do we? Okay, I'm not gonna keep saying that if each one of you is gonna... Right? We're gonna be able to get goods and services here. Everybody says the same thing. There's also no buildings here. Like, there's no place for me to stay. There's not an inn that I've seen yet. In fact, none of their buildings have doors. Can't even enter from the side? Okay. You're gonna say the same thing? Yeah, Do. Do! Cartoon character that says the same thing, guys. It's been popular for years. Okay, so just a bunch of people walking around saying the same exact darn thing. Oh. Well, a double magic shop. And then these people... Ooh. Well, I can't learn full life. So... Light side, dark side on the same screen. That's cool. Flare? Yeah, obviously can't learn it either. Okay, we'll go out the dark magic side. Okay. What's this place called? What was this place called? Lufania. Okay. Back to the airship, I say. Jumped right after by Hillgigas? Okay, no problem. Pretty strong punch from the Hillgigas there. Fritz will deal it back, though. Got a tent out of it. Those giants were carrying a tent around. Those silly giants, they don't fit in a tent. 4 wyverns. Should be interesting. Could use some healing here. At least Daewoo can. Probably should have had Flo do a healing spell there, but we'll do it out of combat. That's fine. Alright, Flo, cure us up here. That'll be too much for that. Yeah, close enough. Back to the airship. I think there was 3 towns along this area. Maybe there's one over here. Oh, yes. We can land right next to this one. This is great. Hey, a town named Gaia. I wonder if these people speak our language. What do you think? Oh. What? Did you just let our ferry out? This is Gaia. Outsiders call it the town of the Eye of the Hawk. Our town, the Eye of the Hawk. To our south is an ancient city known as Wing of the Hawk. Okay. Well, there's magic shops. Oh, there's lots of magic shops. How about you? Let's talk to you. Have you visited Wing of the Hawk? I can't understand a word they say. Okay, that must be Lufania. I probably shouldn't have done that. Is this? It is exiting. You'd think I'd learn by now. Oh, okay. Got some very strict town limits here. Blizzaga and Break. Sure, why not? Can't learn Break. Okay. Thank you. We'll be back. Kiraja and Diaja. Nope. Yeah, we need to change our classes somehow. How about you? I don't believe it. You're outsiders, aren't you? How do you make up this high in the mountains? Can you fly or something? No, that's impossible. No, we don't know how to fly. Do not know how to fly. Let's take a little nap. 400? 500? Be the last time I stay here. No turn down service, no mint on my pillow. I mean, the room is clean and it's well appointed, but that broom always trying to weasel its way out of its chores. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, well, you know, what are you gonna do? It's a magic broom. Hey, buddy. There's a tower in the Yanikurm Desert that no one can enter. Some people think it's nothing but a mirage. So it's called the Mirage Tower. No one can say for sure, though. Well, I think we saw that. That was the big desert with the tower surrounding it. Here's another magic shop. Stop, warp, and kill. Yeah, nobody can learn any of that. Well, let's see here. Okay. Null all. Wow. Well, we definitely still need a lot more money if we're going to buy all of those spells, but we can't buy them right now. And we still have something in Crescent Lake that we have to buy. They say that the special water called Oxyale gushes from the bottom of our spring, but only fairies can draw it out. Okay, so I think a fairy flew away. In fact, we should check that. Yeah, I don't have this stupid fairy item anymore, so this means that we let the fairy get away. Saw a shining light fly off to the west of the night sky. I know I saw it. Okay. No. I knew I shouldn't have gone that way, but I did anyways. Okay, so we've hit the magic shops, we've hit the inn. There's a few other item shops here. A fairy was living in our spring, but I haven't seen her lately. I wonder what's happened to her. Okay. So we probably should have come here, and they would have been like, we need a fairy, wah, and then we would have found the fairy at the caravan. That's okay. Cat's claws. It doesn't show as an upgrade for anybody, so we're not gonna partake here, but that sounds cool. Ruby armlets and a protect ring. Defense 8, weight 1. And defense 24, weight 1. Let's get 3 of these. Yeah, so the ruby armlet's not right for Zest. That's 7 more defense. That's significant. Especially for the clothies. Excellent. Okay. What do we have before that? It was... I was just looking at it. It's the silver armlets. Yeah. Absolutely nothing for those. And the protect ring... Definitely a little cheaper. Let's buy one, because I'm pretty sure we can use one. Okay, so... Hey! So Zest can use it. So can Fritz. So can Flo. Oh, do we have to buy another one of these? Yeah, everybody needs one, so I need 3 more. Like, one of them got it, and all 3 of them, all 4 of them want it now. Well, that was like 250, 300k. Yeah. Just a little under 300k, like 260k. That's fine, though. Can't put a price on defense. Everybody's got Protect Ring and Ruby Armlets. 33, 33, 33, and 60. Okay. Let's sell. Then we have some leather gloves we could get rid of too. There they are. More than one. Alright. That's looking good. Okay, so definitely some cool stuff there. Okay, we got an item shop up here, and then there's somebody behind the item shop. This should be just standard fare. Yeah, it is. Okay. We're good on everything there. We just spent, like, enough money for a down payment on a house, you know? There's a scholar studying the Lufinian language, but I can't seem to recall his name. I think he was in Crescent Lake. There's a pirate back here. Is this the church? It looks like the church. Yeah. What do you gotta say? I caught the ferry, so I figure she's mine to do with as I please. What's the big deal? So I sold her to the caravan. So what? Oh. You're an awful person. The story is coming into view. Okay, so a big map here, and there's something that we haven't even touched on here. Okay, this must be the ferry. Are you the ferry? Hello. You're the ones who rescued me from that bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was just so scared. I'll get you some oxyale from the bottom of the spring to make up for it, okay? Oh. So we're trading an item. A key item for another key item. You obtain oxyale. Sounds like some type of drug. Air will flow out of that water for as long as you have it. Thanks for saving me. Yeah. That's... wow. Okay, well, I think we figured out the barrel situation. Or at least part of it. Not a bad little adventure there. I'll deal with this rogue manticore here. Be interesting to take a look at our defenses now. Okay, so we have the two towns. Oh, I see it now. Look at the mini map. You've got the hawk. That's the eye of the hawk. And then this is the wing of the hawk down here. Yes. And then... boy, it took me a minute to figure that out. Wow. That must be the tower in the center. And there's probably a way to get to it. Yeah, we can land right here if we should want, but we can't enter it. And then there's another building that's over this direction, I think. We could land over there. And then we have to journey through this morass of... oh my gosh. We could land at the tip of this continent, at the other side of the Hawk's Wing, and try and go in here. So the question is, which is easiest? I don't know. Let's just go here. We'll land on the other wing. We're going to make for that tower, you guys. I don't think we're going to make it this episode, but we are going to make for the tower. Now, who am I kidding? Maybe we will. Just a few sphinxes here. Having that extra defense is going to be really nice, I'll tell you that. It's probably a good investment. Very close to a level up here as well, hitting to 41. Hopefully we brought the canoe with us. A couple more Remarez. Keep going with the wide damage. There's a level up for the first crew. Fritz picking up about 8 hit points and a point of stamina. Flo 5 in an agility. Daewoo 5 this time, but that's it. Man, the black mages are just so disappointing with their level ups, aren't they? Okay, so we'll paddle. And we're just about back around to the other side. Have some worm stew here. Definitely does less damage, but it's not anything like what Fritz does. Okay, so here is this tower. Do we go in? Yeah, let's go in. What is this? Oh, okay. Guys, we found the Citadel of Trials after some exploration, and we've arrived at our destination. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite, track in this soundtrack. I'm not gonna lie. There's just something about this song that is just so peaceful. You can go to an imaginary world in your own mind. But we found the Citadel of Trials. And, you know, I think we're going to wrap up episode 21 right here. Because I'd like to end an episode with this music. Thank you for joining me for episode 21 of our Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster playthrough, Reliving the Legends series. As you go on about your day, don't forget to hit someone with a little bit of kindness. And we'll see you next time.